I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
I'm going to be the celery eating champion of the world.
Woman or something?
Okay. Okay.
You were a little ghost trying to haunt me.
When you spend $28 million.
Wrong one. Mayday.
Wait a minute. Here we go. Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
Welcome.
It's me, your host, co-host, Danny.
It's me, your co-host, Antonio.
And here we are.
It's
Picky Boys podcast, episode number 185.
185.
Damn. That's a lot of episodes.
That is a lot of episodes.
What are we going to do for episode 200?
I don't know.
200?
Maybe eat a Reese's Pieces or something.
That is so underwhelming in every capacity.
That'll just eat a Reese's slow.
Can you come on, think of something better. Think of a firework or a Cirque du Soleil dancer coming in here. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what's your idea for 200?
I just said a Cirque du Soleil dancer.
Oh, that was a real thing.
Tiny stripper.
A tiny stripper.
A little person stripper.
We
could do one of those cakes where somebody can get in the middle and pop out of.
Yeah, we could do that.
We can do a bunch of things. It's 200 episodes, and all of our episodes are. I mean, we have relatively short podcasts in the podcast world. I mean, some of these freaks talk for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
We cut it down to a half hour.
True.
Only the good bits, because we film for 16 hours at a time.
Yeah.
And then we cut it into 30 minutes of pure gold.
Out of that 16 hours, you guys get the highlights.
Exactly, but we have 30 minutes, so 200 episodes. Math. That means on the 200th episode we would have put out 100 hours of content onto the internet.
Oh. That math,
right? Yeah.
Oh man, I think you are right. Actually,
you almost made me doubt myself
because
but I'm right.
Yeah, I mean that's our first time in this podcast in that 100 hours of history.
I mean, all of them usually go like 6 minutes, and there's a few hour episodes, so it's probably closer to like 120.
Yeah.
But
blaze it 120.
It's 100. It's over 100 hours of us just speaking our word vomiting onto the mic.
Yeah, 100 hours is a lot of hours.
I've never. Yeah, I mean, they say you need 10,000 to be a master at something, right?
Yeah. That's way too many.
But the question is are we a master? Because like usually in reality we do film for like an hour.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay.
Most times.
Okay.
So that would make it 200 hours. So is it only the hours that we put out that makes us the master, or do we have to put out 10,000 hours? I mean, 10,000 hours worth of our content, we have to get to 20,000 episodes.
Easy.
I mean, Joe Rogan's already halfway there.
Yeah, exactly. Joe Rogan's been doing it for a minute, though.
He's been doing it for a better part of a decade, and he also releases like one a day.
Yeah, and like 8 a day sometimes.
He might be
if he's going to hunt something.
I think he's on 2,000. I mean, I think he's on episode 2,000, right?
And you know what's weird?
And his are like 3 to 4 hours.
Oh yeah, that's like his life.
So I think he's close to the 10,000 hour mark.
I would agree.
And obviously most of them are like between 2 and 3. Only some of them are 4, but some of them are also like 1.
And also, he's a weird dude. Like his 2,000th episode will just be him talking to another person. Like nothing.
Oh, it'll be him and Joey Diaz.
Yeah, he might have
not
a pair of sunglasses on or something, but like that's it. Just another day.
But so let's say the average is 3 hours, that means he has like 6,000 hours published right now.
That's a lot.
That's 4,000 off from being a master.
That's a lot.
Who made that? Is it Malcolm Gladwell? The 10,000 hours.
If you think that I would possibly have even guessed the name,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not read literature.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right.
Sorry.
I have not read a
you
literature.
Don't words no. You don't know words, the mastery.
Yes, that's it. I haven't been speaking for 10,000 hours thanks to Vladimir Maxwell.
No, I think it is Malcolm Gladwell who he wrote a book.
Did it take him 10,000 hours?
Called like Master Debating or something, and
in that book,
he said 10,000 hours.
He said 10,000 hours.
It's not actually called Master Debating. I was just trying to make a bad masturbation.
Yeah, I saw it. It was taken I think
You could see the steam coming off my head
yes.
right now.
I think I think he just sucked. Maybe like why is his benchmark 10,000 hours? Why can't it be 9,000?
No. It's not about him.
Oh, it's not about him.
He's looking at. I read the Spark notes, so
Okay,
take
right.
this with a grain of salt. But he's looking at young prodigies, people who are old, who have mastered like literally the people that are best in their field. You know, violinists, painters, things like that. And he says that the breakthrough and the level of mastery, all of them, you know, obviously it varies, but all of them tend to kind of like climax at this range of 10,000 hours put in.
Right. So that's
So
like
that's
an
so that's
average, I
that's where it
guess.
came
Like that's
from.
like that's what he
Yeah.
came to.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, you think you've talked 10,000 hours in your entire life?
Probably not. I mean,
I certainly have. I've fucking talked all the time.
I feel like you're 24 almost. I feel like we're still just learning how to speak. Like when do you really learn how to like talk properly? 16, 15? I feel like you're just 14, 15, 16, you're just trying to throw words together and hope that you sound astute to other people. Like I feel like people are just learning how to talk.
True. You also have to find talking is like anything else. You have to find your style of talking.
Yeah.
So it's like at 15, 16, you know, I'm talking like whatever person I look up to that day or like whatever show I just watched. I'm talking like that person and kind of like, you know, trying to emulate them and then figure out, you know, from that, what are some, you know, mannerisms and things within talking that I like.
Yeah, you got to find your
And you find your voice.
your vocal style. Like maybe your voice wears a nice cowboy hat, or maybe it's a button up and a tie. Like like that's just it's your style.
Maybe it's just sweatpants and
And,
a bag of potato chips
yeah, and like just
on the couch for
yeah.
10 hours.
And you know that's that style of vocal style. I'm not sure vocal stylization. I'm not sure what we should name it. But yeah, your voice wears clothes.
Well, it's not about your voice. It's about
Your style.
it's
of,
about the putting the words together.
yeah, I mean, people also change their voice too. They go like, "Hey," or they pretend to have a Russian accent.
I
or
believe that's called the inflection.
the inflection. Yeah, I'll inflect my voice onto you.
Yeah, I think I have talked for 10,000 hours probably. I talk a lot.
So
Have I even been alive for 10,000? I've definitely been alive for 10,000 hours.
The numbers start getting really weird. You'd be surprised.
If
I
Joe
don't think
Rogan can talk for 10,000 hours,
what's 24 times?
ooh,
Ooh. What's 24 times?
how many hours are in a year?
You didn't.
8,000.
You didn't have to.
Oh,
you,
so we've definitely been alive for far more than
you
10,000.
didn't even have to say, "Hey Siri."
No, you hold the
Oh,
sign.
you held the button. Okay, at least you did something. But the point is, oh yeah, okay. So there's 8,765
hours in a year.
in a year.
So chop off the first 4 years because you're not talking really at all.
yeah.
So now we have like about 20 years. That's about, you know, what was this? This is like almost 10,000. 8,000 is almost
Yeah,
10,000.
so like a year and a half. You could. I mean, you know, you're sleeping for half unless you're avid sleep talker. So
I do talk sleep.
yeah, the other night it sounded like you were haunting me
Why was I doing?
because in your sleep, like through the floorboard, I just heard. I don't know what you were dreaming about, but it sounded like you were a little ghost trying to haunt me.
Yeah, I've been having super vivid dreams recently, so
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
I'm not going to ask you what they were about.
I wouldn't tell you what they're about because I don't believe in this, as we've talked about before.
Here we
Any
go. Oh,
fucking
I'm sorry. I pulled the
freak-
pin. I pulled the pin.
Any freak that comes up to you at a
God
party
damn
and
it.
it's like, you know, I had this dream last night. And then continues to talk for, you know, over a few minutes and tells you in detail about their dream
So that's enough.
is in a dream world.
Or psychopathic.
Because this didn't happen. I don't care. And I don't care. It's like, oh, you were on a hot air balloon. It's like, I wasn't.
And you're an octopus too. That means something.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Stop telling people about your dreams. Keep them to yourself and shut the fuck up.
And also, I give you
Or
the
talk to your therapist. I
yeah,
don't fucking know.
That's true. You should definitely do that. And I also give you the benefit of the doubt. It's like, oh, I had a dream last night. It's like, oh, was I in it? And you have, like, I would. That's the only grace I'll give someone to tell me about their dream. No more than 2 minutes. If I was in it. If they then go, no, you weren't in it. Not everything's about you. I'd be like, I don't want to fucking hear your dream. At least entertain me.
Well, one time, somebody in school came up to me and was like, we had a big presentation coming up, and I said, and they said, you know, I had a dream the other night, almost a nightmare, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And but they said I was doing my presentation and you were heckling me and like and yelling at me and putting me down. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And he was like, that's fucked up. I was like, I didn't do that.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
You're a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, that's weird.
And now I am gonna do it.
It's like, you know what? That was more. You looked into your crystal ball in your mind.
Yeah.
You saw the futures. Now you're getting heckled.
And then he's in front of the class giving the fucking Gettysburg Address or whatever.
I'm
And
going,
I'm
boo.
like, loser. Somebody called fucking John Wilkes Booth and assassinate this motherfucker.
There it is. Thank you. Lincoln pun.
Pun.
Joke.
Joke. Pun is I take puns very seriously.
Yeah, it seemed like it because you almost jumped at me there across the screen.
Exactly. It wasn't a pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't call a pun not a pun.
Okay, fine.
Don't call not a pun pun.
No puns in your hand.
No
buddy.
puns intended.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever looked at me different after having a dream about me, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh yeah, no, they just haven't told you.
Oh, so you're saying like, oh, why did we have a weird interaction?
You ever been around a girl who like enjoys crystals and astrology?
Here we go. Ice
They
skate.
have had a dream about you and didn't tell you, and then have held a vendetta for the rest of their. They still hold it.
Yeah, they have like some kind of voodoo doll.
Yeah,
that they're sticking pins in, hoping my feet
because
get tingly.
because they think they've seen the Mercury's in Gatorade, and they think they've they've seen something in their vision in their crystal ball.
Yeah.
And now they they're very mad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's that no matter what. I mean,
No, I believe you.
I am, for some reason have been subjected to people actually vocalizing that to me
Yeah.
and telling me that they hate me for something I did in their dreams. But I'm telling you, it happened. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody dislikes you for what you did in their dreams, and somebody loves you for what they did in your dreams. Somebody's
that's
like,
weird.
He came down to me in my dream and fucked me so good.
Jesus.
And now it's in their mind. It's real.
How many people do you think you banged in people's dreams?
Way more than in real life.
The numbers are astronomically different. I would agree.
I'm laying pipe in my dreams.
No, not your dreams.
I'm laying pipe in your dreams.
Yeah. I'm laying pipe in your dreams.
Yeah.
Probably a lot. I feel like everyone has that weird dream. It's like, ooh, why did you show up there?
Mm-hmm.
I've had those.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, whoa, this is weird.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to make a relative joke. I was going to say grandma. I'll be honest. I was going to say grandma. Then I stopped myself.
I definitely had some people, random people show up in my dreams. Like recently, in this one dream. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, oh, God.
I'm not going to talk about the fuck. I'm not going to do that to you people. You don't need to know.
Isn't it also kind of strange? Like, you think about, if I was a girl,
Mm-hmm.
I would think about, I don't know if this is like esteem thing or like a confidence boost, but I think I would think about how many people have probably touched themselves in my pictures.
Whoa.
Because that happens.
You can think about that as a guy.
Yeah, I just feel like it like I don't think people are doing it as much to my pictures as if I was probably like a fit, tight woman or something.
Okay. We all have pictures. That crosses a line for me, right? Because it's like
why? Get
because
into it.
Pictures. It's like I think. I mean, we like as whenever we're whenever we're doing what we do, and whenever we're having private time.
Oh, okay. Now I got it.
You wanna, thoughts may race across your head. Who knows? I mean, you can't control that.
Like,
But but I mean, I'm not like printing out pictures or like looking at pictures specifically and being like, ugh, like that's weird to me.
Okay, I mean that's fine. I meant more like I don't know, but I meant more like just scrolling on an Instagram feed, or I pictured like
yeah.
I mean, you said print.
That's
you said
weird.
Yeah, but you said print them out. I feel like if you're going that
Fine,
far, that's
whatever.
a little like that's a lock your doors.
Scrolling on an Instagram. Well, I mean, just that's weird too.
Okay, I don't disagree.
Okay,
But what I'm saying is I forgot what the original point was. I feel like you went off a little bit in this time zone here.
well, this is. I mean, I just a lot of people tell me that they're like, yeah, they said that that they've done that, and I just think that's weird.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I mean we don't kink shame here. That we don't if people like looking at pictures, I don't know, let them look at pictures. I feel like we're inclusive here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Except for that one, that's where you're drawing the line. It's like
Well, no, it's not.
can't do
It's,
pictures.
it's not about that. It's
So
just
what if
that-
it was a moving 3-second
No.
picture, like a
that doesn't,
video?
or if videos are still weird. The point is, if a picture is not intended for like,
Fappability.
yeah, like it's weird. If it's weird if you're like, you know, fucking jerking off and you're just like, oh, I'm looking at your graduation pictures and fucking family.
Family.
It's fucking weird.
Oh, I like your mom's in that picture.
It's like, oh no, it's a Mother's Day post. Get out of here.
Hey, no, wrong one. Mayday.
Wait a minute, and you just go back up.
It's like, huh? Yeah, actually, this worked.
But
Why
no,
is this
but no.
working
I mean, like
more?
that's fucking weird. I think that's strange.
I mean, that's fine. Oh, I got a lot of beard
We were looking up Guinness Book of World Records,
hair. Right.
and we were looking up records that we could beat. We've talked about beating a lot of records on the show, but I think we found one. I'm going to be the celery eating champion of the world.
How many pounds of celery do you have to eat to get in this book?
Well, there's no record, so it's
Oh.
up to me.
So it could be one. You just got to pay.
Yeah, but
you
then
gotta slip
someone can eat it. I mean, let me
Someone
tell
can
you,
eat it.
I can eat hundreds of stalks of celery.
Hundreds of stalks. So how many stalks of celery do you think you could eat in 10 minutes? I also don't know how big a stalk is. Can they get to like 3 feet?
3 feet? What the fuck?
Well, do they grow in the wild? I don't know. And like you can only eat. a certain amount?
Have you ever seen a fucking piece of celery?
Not really.
It's like this big.
Oh, that's the whole thing. I thought they chop it up for the
Did you
good
think
bits.
it was a fucking tree?
Maybe celery stalk, celery tree, bamboo.
All right. Shh. This man knows nothing about celery.
How-
So I'm gonna take over because I'm the celery king and
All right,
I will
go.
be the celery champ.
Yes.
I'm gonna eat however many celery stalks I can eat in a minute or 10 minutes.
One.
Or maybe I'm not gonna do. I mean that's what most food records are based off of. But I don't have to do 10 minutes. I can do the most celery eaten in a day. In a day I can eat hundreds and hundreds of pieces of celery.
Okay.
Hundreds of celeries.
Okay. Hundreds of celeries.
Is celery plural?
I feel like it's just celery.
Yeah. It's like cactus.
That's cacti. That would.
I could eat hundreds of celery.
cellular
I can eat
stalks.
hundreds and hundreds of celery.
Everything involving speed eating, like JT wants to eat 8 sticks of butter in 3 minutes.
Mhm.
You want to eat a billion stalks of celery in 10 minutes.
Mhm.
I can't like speed eat. I have the throat problem where I forget what it's called every time. It's like esophageal something where shit doesn't go down. It's called it's some I have weak throat muscles. I'm not a good throater. I can't chew very well. So I can't speed eat. I'll die probably or just throw up. All right, Danny will be the celery king. JT will be the butter queen,
Mhm.
and I'll just be the jester on the side. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. My birthday's coming up.
Hot.
It's JT's birthday.
Oh, JT's birthday today.
Yesterday.
Oh well, yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday's JT's birthday. So go JT Hold at 97 on Instagram.
Yeah, pop that up.
Go say
Happy belated.
Go tell him he's old and he's halfway to 48.
Yeah. Quick math today with Danny. He's doing pretty good today.
Arithmetic, as the kids call it.
Oh.
But do you have anybody? Have you ever been on famousbirthdays.com?
Famousbirthdays.com. I don't think so.
It's the index. It's kind of the gold standard of whether you're relevant or not.
I doubt I share anybody's birthday
That
of relevance.
Not how birthday. There's only 360.
Of relevance.
There's only 365 options, and there's tens of thousands of famous people. You're guaranteed.
I'm telling you, I'm usually the only one that's as important. What's it called? Famousbirthdays.com?
Here, I got it for you. Don't worry.
All right, what we got?
Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton
Ah.
and In the Heights, and pretty much no one else.
Yeah, see?
I mean, there's a bunch of people, but
I said, yeah, but they're not relevant.
Sienna Mae Gomez. She's a TikTok star. She's #1 right now. Do you think you could beat her?
Probably.
I don't think. You think you could beat Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Yeah, I could definitely be. I mean, that man only came. That man was relevant when Hamilton first came out, and then he took a break for 6 years, and now he's almost relevant again.
The man's Broadway royalty.
Yeah,
he won a Tony Award.
I could win a Tony Award.
Put me in.
Lin.
See, it's always my, and I mean, obviously this website is I say the gold standard because it's not the gold standard at all, because obviously Ruby Rube is not as famous as Lin-Manuel Miranda. See, I have a big
What's yours,
I've
buddy?
always wanted to be the most famous July 23rd birthday of all time, but I have one big roadblock,
Who's that?
and his name is David Dobrik.
Oh, dude. And Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, shut Harry Potter.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like that's like the real side, and the like the fake side. You're losing both fronts, is what I'm saying. I have a chance. I have a chance. I could beat Lin-Manuel Miranda way before you could beat David Dobrik.
Oh,
I think.
I mean, for sure.
That's all I'm saying. I got a chance.
I mean, I'm hoping for number 2.
Right, you're fighting for second place.
I only ever want number 2.
Yeah, you're fighting.
I mean, but I could
Radcliffe.
beat out Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
Go home.
Yeah, expect to go home.
Yeah.
Expecto shot of Patronum.
Rumdiddlyumptious. I think that's Willy Wonka.
I don't think he had a wand that could shoot things.
I don't know.
What about JT? What does JT got? Today,
The point is, I am hoping. I'm coming for that number 2 spot.
Watch out, Daniel.
Watch out, Daniel Radcliffe. But David Dobrik, he can have it. I mean, the man is. I'd have to buy 20 Teslas.
Yeah, 20.
And give them away.
Yeah. 20,000 Teslas. Well, who does JT got?
JT can do it. Alex Ernst.
Oh, okay. No.
Kobe Cotton and Corey Cotton from the
Dude Perfect?
Dude Perfect.
All right, JT. You got a good chance here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good chance.
Either way, so the point is, I'm on a quest for the number 2 most famous July 23rd birthday, and Daniel Radcliffe can eat my shorts.
Yeah.
Are you a birthday guy? Like, do you like your birthday? Like, do you like what do you do? Are you gonna take control of your birthday, or are you just gonna let it? It's another day.
I don't care that much. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, it's the day. So like, oh, let's go do something. But like nothing. I don't know. Cancel all your plans. We're gonna go here. We're gonna hop on this. We're gonna swim under that. It's like I don't care that much. Also, I feel like the people that want other people to take charge for their birthdays is kind of lame. It's like,
Yeah.
just do what you want. Why do I don't want to risk ruining it.
The thing is, some people, they're afraid of being, because there's a very weird line on your birthday where you can, like, if you're the one controlling it all, it's my day. There's a very thin line that you can cross easily where you're just like a self-centered asshole, and it's like, okay, it's your birthday, like we all have one. Who gives a shit? Like, it's very easy to cross into that territory, and so I think people like for other people to kind of take control, because then it's like, oh, these are my friends, and they're gonna give me the appropriate amount of birthday things that I like,
I think JT is one of like probably the worst birthdayers because I feel like he's
JT
just so just relaxed. It's like, oh,
JT's just doing his normal thing today.
yeah, it's like, oh, what?
It couldn't be more. It couldn't be. You wouldn't know if it was his birthday.
Yeah, another step in the day. Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my birthday biscuit and cereal.
On my birthday, you'll know it's my birthday. I'll be wearing a sash.
Yeah, birthday hats. And
I'll be wearing a cowboy hat for sure.
Music
There's
will be
something
playing.
about birthdays I love a cowboy hat on your birthday.
Yeah, I don't know if the Cowboys are like the Texans.
Yeehaw!
I don't know if we got that from them, or maybe Cowboys are really big on birthdays too. Maybe they had cakes on their horses.
Do you think people from like country places, like in the country, like in Texas and stuff, do you think they like to act like, oh, I'm a city slicker, look at my, because like we all the time are like put on a cowboy hat and we're like, there's only room for one of us, and it's like, but do you think they like, put on a tie and like, oh, I work on Wall Street.
Yeah, it's like we go to a bar to ride on a mechanical bull, but in Texas they go to bars to like sit in an office chair or something.
They look at like ticker tapers on the stock market, and they like, I don't know what do people from New York do?
And their rage rooms is like, instead of us smashing shit with a crowbar, they're just yelling at fake employees or something on a fake phone connected to something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder that if that's what I wonder.
I'm sure it happens. Do you think there is a service where you can just yell at someone on the other line and they kind of just answer back in a way?
It's just the Papa John's hotline.
Yeah. Once a week we call Papa John's and just yell at one of the sad employees.
Just the poor minimum wage workers. So it's actually cruel.
Yeah,
but
we still haven't gotten Papa yet. But one day we'll get Papa. But one day we'll get Papa.
One day we'll get Shaq. Shaq owns like 20 Papa John's.
God, Shaq owns the world at this point. Shaq owns a lot of very obscure things.
By the way, Papa John's just straight up ripped off the Domino's 2 items for $5.99 deal.
Well, that's
I mean,
that's
just,
why competition's good.
Just a good. This is it's a ripoff. It's a. I hate Papa John's.
That's fine. But the point is, if it's just how competition works. Papa John's makes it $5.99, and then Domino's goes, "Oh yeah, bitch, you know what we can do? We can do $5."
The thing is, Domino's is Papa John's a pizza company. Domino's a tech company.
Yeah, that's
We've
true.
already discussed this.
Domino's going to the moon. Papa John's is just still on the ground.
Yeah. Also, I know we keep talking about this. I don't want to keep bringing it up, but there's a new development on the Bezos space thing.
Okay.
Somebody on the ship who paid $28 million for their seat had a scheduling conflict.
Oh, that's a little sussy wussy, isn't it?
A scheduling conflict? Was it like what for what?
I'll tell you what scheduling conflict was.
His $35 million trip to the Mariana Trench. Like what is a scheduling conflict when you spend $28 million?
A scheduling conflict is that ship's gonna go boom boom. That's a worth it scheduling conflict.
Well, I mean, I would agree, but unfortunately, the person who filled his space is a Dutch boy who is like 18 years old, the youngest person to ever go to space, and he just got it. I don't know if like he won a raffle or something.
Yeah, well, the sacrificial lamb up there, the youngest man to die in space.
$28 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Do you think $28 million is worth just like a conversation with Jeff Bezos in a tight, spaceship? Maybe there's a lot of implications.
The people who are doing this have already talked to Jeff Bezos, or maybe Jeff Bezos wants to talk to them, frankly.
Right, like they don't need it. There's a lot of implications being up there.
Because Jeff Bezos may be the richest man, but once you get into that 4D chess in that level of it's more about power than money, and it's not always the more money and more power.
Right.
Some people have more power, even though he may have more money.
Yeah, that's true. So what do you think about that little scheduling conflict? And what do you think about the situation? I think I would, if I was Bezos, I'd be a little worried. I'd be like, oh, that's a little weird thing.
Imagine it's just like his daughter's dance recital. I'm sorry.
It's like, sorry, man, can't miss that. Can't miss that again. I've been missing that for years.
I mean, obviously, like again, it's just mind blowing to us plebeians because we're fucking, we're like $28 million. That's like what we work for a lifetime for, and this guy's probably like,
oh, you think it's a
whatever
drop in the swimming pool a little bit?
Oh yeah, I mean, again, if you spend $28 million and you can't afford to lose it, you're not gonna have a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, but also I feel like the swap is weird. The pick is weird. 18-year-old Dutch boy, or that's perfect.
Well, I think it's because part of the $28 million is funding the ship. I mean, it's expensive to go to space.
Yeah.
So it's funding, and so the guy already, no refunds.
Yeah, no refunds.
And so this is essentially a free seat. So you might as well offer it up to somebody who,
Yeah, but it's not like season tickets. Like, hey, you want these?
It's. I think it is. It's on StubHub.
Oh, well then, yeah, StubHub's doing a great job.
One Blue Origin ticket to space.
Yeah, so
may explode,
and it was bought by
no parking passes.
It was bought by a scalper. He actually got it for double the $28 million.
Oh my god! Imagine buying a fake like a fake ticket to the Blue Origin. You show up in a fucking helmet and your astronaut suit, and you're like, "Hey guys!"
And like you're driving there. It's like, oh, it looks like they're taking off a little early. You're on the way.
I thought it was supposed to start at 9.
It's like, oh god, like that. That's soul crushing. That's a little different.
Yeah.
But either way.
All right.
I think we're good here. Tell where to find you, Danny. Let's go kiss.
You can find me at Danny's Watching on Instagram, at Danny's Watching on TikTok, and you can also find me in Daniel Radcliffe's home, murdering him with a blunt object to become more famous than him.
Wait,
if they die, can they still be on famous birthdays?
Well, no, because their birthdays doesn't matter.
That'd be bullshit.
Yeah, that would be bullshit. That's cheating. Also, a quick side note on that. Like, now what if that happens? I've always worried about that. It's like saying, like, I'm going to burn your fucking house down. You keep talking to me like that. And then the next day their house burns down.
You think
or
I'm
some
going to be
shit.
framed for Daniel Radcliffe's murder?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just wondering if that, like, I worry about that sometimes.
Well.
But either way, you can find me at Ant Prisco. Can't forget to follow
The Pick Your Boys podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and just have a great day. Tune in for next week's episode, which is going to be probably the birthday episode. Even though we already talked about birthdays today.
Peace, guys.